The Nuggets dropped a new uniform, D-line.
Yes,
there
they
was
did.
a lot of anticipation for this one, and there it is. The new Mile High City editions.
These are the statement jerseys.
The statement jerseys. I'll just let you take
Sure,
the
yeah,
wheel here.
ISO here. I'll cook here. So
tell us about these.
So, okay, the first thing you notice is that this is not a new uniform design at all. This is what we've entered into is something called capitalism, whereby the league and the league uniform providers are required to change the uniforms up every year. There needs to be some sort of new uniform every year. You can't hang on to the old ones for long periods of time because that doesn't allow them to have new uniforms for people to buy. So what we have is sort of a warmed over version of what I would call the most popular jersey the Nuggets have had in some time. The previous statement jersey, which was just very similar to this. The difference being, like, when you look at it, obviously previously the text around the middle numeral that was always yellow was white before, and now it is that gold color, and it is trimmed with red, which is not my favorite thing in the world. Like, I don't love how visually when you trim the yellow with the red, it like gives it more of an orange hue. Your eye just kind of wants to blend it in. The other thing to notice is that the ribbon around the top, the red, was previously butted up against the edge of the uniform itself. Now there's a little blue gutter that.
Do you want to go to that comparison right there?
Is there a comparison?
Okay, I'll write
the ribbon around the top and the sides has been moved in a little bit. So there's a little bit more space, so you get more of the red.
It does look like there's some more space.
Yeah, there is. So that you get the red before was sort of like inside the armhole, as it were. So you didn't really get much of it. So this is a clearer presentation of that red, which I'm fine with.
And we've seen this. Like, the Nuggets have been trying to incorporate more of that flat iron red into everything. Their branding, their uniforms.
Well, I mean, they tried it in a really
everything.
ham-fisted way before with that full red uniform that was widely panned, even though it was not like on its own unattractive, but it was just like so thematically off for the Nuggets.
Not
Everyone
my
hated
cup
it.
of tea.
The other thing that has been added here are what they are calling the sparks on either side of that circle shape, which are these sort of like off-kilter, like non-symmetrical star shapes.
Those are on the logo, right?
They're not on the logo.
Or
they're
one
on
of them.
They are part of the branding package in general. When they first came out, like, I don't like these shapes very much. They're like they are always kind of create sort of an awkward shape. They're okay. Like, I don't, I think they just kind of added them to add them. I don't love or hate them. They just kind of are. They're a little small to really have any sort of visual impact anyway.
What's interesting though, the Nuggets also changed their profile picture on Twitter to without
the number in the middle. It seems very strange, very it's like missing something. The other thing to note, the Jordan logo is now part of all statement jerseys, so that's part of this jersey as well. And we have the Bill Russell jersey or patch that's going to be part of every uniform, every statement uniform across the league, which is a nice touch.
DeAndre Jordan was able to get in on that number 6 before it got retired, apparently. He's wearing
just
number 6
a parade of memorable 6s. So in the end, the thing that I think I am most taken by, and I think the thing that is most visible when you look at not the jersey, but the uniform as a whole, are the shorts. The shorts were previously a little bit more subtle in their approach. The side mountain shape was in a dark blue, and now it has taken that full, what they have called flat irons red, which if you look at that and you think of it that way, I mean, they really do look like the rock outcroppings at Red Rocks. Which is kind of cool thematically.
Oh, I like that.
You get that shape. Although I have to say, like, these shorts on their own, like, kind of look like board shorts to me. Like, they're a little like garish.
They kind of look. You might hate me for saying this. They kind of look clownish.
They do. They're a little like. I mean, that's what I mean by a little garish.
Yeah.
Like we're dealing. The Nuggets have taken on their color scheme from Colorado, which is the red, the yellow, and the blue, which are all primary colors. Like these 3 colors have like those are the three starkest contrast colors to each other that three colors can be, the way that it sets up on the color wheel. And so like when you juxtapose them, you get like the most contrast, which in some ways is great, but then in other ways, like when you're looking at these shorts, like they stand out a little much for me. They look like they are supposed to be supposed to work on their own, like a board short, like a swim trunk, right? Yeah. So overall, like, I mean, I like the way that the way that the jersey looks. I like it. It kind of looks a little bit older than the previous iteration of this Mile High City jersey, which is kind of cool. It's like, I don't love, as I just said, I don't love like flanking and giving that outline of red around the yellow, but it does kind of give like a gold like a patina sort of look. Like it looks a little older that way. So there's like a big retro vibe to these uniforms that I really do enjoy. I don't love the shorts. But I think overall, like this is just a variation on what was already a classic. This is a great look for the Nuggets, and having a second version of this layout or this uniform really like cements it as a design in the Nuggets canon. Right. It's like having
can keep working.
It's like having the rain. We have like 8 million versions of the skyline. The skyline is a thing. Like now we have a variation on this Mile High City. That's like, that is now part of the Nuggets uniform or the Nuggets, like just overall history and look, which I really like. So I say it's cool. I definitely give it the stamp of approval. I love, again, we're playing off something that I already loved. And I think I like the other one better. I do also like this one.
I think I agree with you. I like the other one better. The original Mile High City is my favorite jersey that the Nuggets have had since the rebrand.
Yes.
Clearly, it's not even close for me. This one is a slight step down, but I think, like you said, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of just revamping it. You're trying something a little new while still keeping that same integrity.
Yes.
The shorts are tough for me. I liked how the last shorts were just kind of.
They were
more
all right.
muted.
I mean, even the last shorts were a little like doing too much for me. I mean, like I don't want the shorts to have like their own personality very much in these. Like I kind of want them to just like go along with the jersey, but like not offer a lot on their own. Like I can't think of a time I've been like super stoked about a pair of shorts in the NBA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a weird thing.
The classic ones, I think about the bull shorts always. Like those are really the only iconic shorts.
Yeah, with the pinstripes, you mean? Or
no,
with the reds?
The diamond
on
the
you're
side.
Right. You're right.
Probably the red and black ones. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I like the other Mile High City ones more. This is just a revamp on that. I think it's fine. I think they're going to look good.
They're great. These are great jerseys.
They do look good.
These are great.
What is interesting though, there's so much color in these.
Yes.
And I feel like Nike and the NBA with a lot of their new jerseys, they've been trying to just simplify everything. Like look at the new Jazz jerseys, for example.
Well, I don't think that was Nike. I think that was more the owner's like personal aesthetic.
But those, and even like a lot of the other jerseys, I feel like a lot of teams, Memphis, even like they're going for a lot more simple of looks.
Yeah.
And this, there's just a lot of color. It really pops.
Yeah. So it's always interesting when you're like evaluating jerseys and things like that, because there are functions of this clothing that is not applicable to most outfits that you are looking at and evaluating. Like you have to think about like how these look on court, how this actually looks as something that enhances the view of the game and is like interesting to look at all the entire time. In addition to it, like lending itself to more street applications, like how does it look on hats? How does it look on t-shirts? All of that stuff. The shorts are definitely like more showy, even though it's funny, like they're basic shapes. There's not a lot of augmentation to it, but like they're a little brighter. And I think that probably it'll look nice in the court. We'll have to see.
I think these are really going to look great on the court.
Yeah, I think
they're
going to
pop.
Right. I just that's my only sticking point. The only thing that I'm not like really over the top with is that red on the shorts. To me feels like a little bit much, but I will reserve judgment on that until I actually see them on the court, because that is a purely on the court expression. Like people people sometimes buy the shorts, but that's not like a thing, like,
Yeah.
it's like that Gary Harris jersey, that famous Gary Harris jersey.
I actually want to talk about that.
We have brought up with the, that had the
pickaxe.
The pickaxe in the middle was just destroyed by the shorts. The shorts were horrendous on that jersey, but it doesn't matter when you see that jersey being worn. It looks great.
Right.
Do you think the logo that they put on the waistband will be what logos on the court?
That's how it was. That's how it's been with this jersey. Like the previous iteration of this jersey had that half circle skyline. That was the only time that logo was used in the Nuggets world. So yes, I think every time they wear these, that half circle skyline will be at midcourt.
So you brought up those the pickaxe uniforms from a few years back. I always think of those as the Gary Harris uniforms.
Yes.
And we've done this on the show. We've kind of associated specific uniforms with specific players. Those were the Gary Harris jerseys. The Jamal Murray jersey are the black skylines from the bubble.
No question.
Bones Highland, I think last year's blue.
Yeah, I saw somebody
mashup.
said that. I think it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially because the skyline, or like I guess the blocks of color on the side sort of look like ribs.
Okay.
So for Bones.
Okay. Okay. Aaron Gordon, the white pickaxes, even though he like barely played in those.
Interesting.
Ooh, that is the AG jersey.
That does feel
that is the
very
AG
AG
jersey.
Even though he barely played in them. But the Nikola Jokic jersey is the Mile High City.
Yes.
My question for you is this new Mile High City, can this be associated with a specific player, or are these just still the Jokic jerseys?
Oh, man, are we having a number 15 retirement ceremony conversation via jersey now?
No, it's like, can this be the Bruce Brown jersey?
I think so. I mean, we'll have to see, because I feel like it will have a totally different character on the court. It will probably look different enough. I have to see though. I don't know if from the stands it really looks the same. Like, because like I would say like the rainbow jersey, like when I think of the rainbow jersey, I immediately put Dikembe Mutombo in it. Should I do that? Probably not. There's Alex English. There's Fat Lever. There's the Skywalker. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of people that probably deserve that more. But all the same, I don't know. I tend to associate with one guy.
Yeah, I kind of want this to still be the Jokic jersey.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
There's still another jersey coming, right?
Yes, we've been like, if the internet rumors are true,
if the leaks are true,
then we can look forward to potentially an old throwback Rockets.
I think it's more likely that is a singular player's jersey.
I think you're
right.
That's the signature. That would be the right thing jersey of the season.
The MPJ jerseys are kind of the red ones, I feel like, even though he also barely played in them.
We can't do our guy like that.
But MPJ maybe still looking for his signature jersey.
I think you're right. Let's see what happens. Oh man, I'm on pins and needles.